snowing here in Tokyo. Looks rather nicer, doesn't it, on my pine? But it's squashing everything. I brought the rhubarb. This is one of the balcony rhubarbs that I cut the flower stem, and it's doing pretty well. I think it needs to go out into the soil. It's pretty warm now. Hello, welcome to the allotment here on a Saturday lunchtime. It's 1 o'clock. It is Saturday, April the 4th. There is nobody here. I am right in the middle of the allotment, pretty distant from any other person. I think it's okay to be here at the moment. Tokyo is not in a lockdown situation, unlike many other countries and most major cities. New York, London, Paris, Rome, Barcelona, Sydney, they are all in lockdown. Japan is in a slightly strange situation in that the number of cases is still under 3,000. The number of confirmed deaths is something like 60. The number of cases in Tokyo has been rising in the last week, and I think we are on the very verge of a lockdown being declared. A lot of people have called on the Prime Minister to do it, Mr. Abe. He has not done it. Is this influence from industry who do not want to see their businesses damaged, and a few lives don't matter, profits is what matter? That's what a lot of people think. Also, if lockdown is declared, it's a little bit different in Japan in that it is not a law, so it's a strong request to stay home and not to go out. They cannot order shops, restaurants and things to close. It's a voluntary thing, so strange days have found us. Here at the allotment though, life goes on, you know. Still got to put your rhubarb in, haven't you, hey? And that's what I've done. There you go. There's me rhubarb. It is in the ground. As I mentioned, potatoes are also in the ground. That was the taro, the Jerusalem artichoke, not coming up yet. Very warm today. It's 22. It's really nice. There isn't much else for me to do here, actually. I do have stuff going on though. I have got various seeds growing, and when they're big enough, I'll bring them down here. We've got some corn. No, is that corn? Looks like leeks. Where do you get leeks? Got beans going. It's got onions, little peas. I'd like to get some peas in, some beans particularly. So at the moment there's this big space here, so I think we'll probably put in a few bean rows here and some tomato rows, maybe some salad. I should get some salad stuff going on. April the 1st, they changed the flight path. The flight paths at Haneda Airport, which used to be the domestic airport for Japan. It still is domestic airport, but it is the 4th busiest airport in the world. And they changed the flight path, so now aeroplanes can go over the city, which they never did before. Tokyo was a major city that had no aeroplanes flying over it, so a bit surprising. This is my plot from last year. Look at that. It looks absolutely fabulous. Although I have to say it looks a little creepy as well, because if you ask me, it looks slightly like, you know what I mean? And those hoops look a little bit like, you know what I mean? And the fact that the guy in the plot behind him did exactly the same makes me think it's, you know what I mean? Don't want to say. So yeah, potatoes. The potatoes have all popped up. That's good. There they go. Oh my word, what do we have here? Can you see what I see? What should I do with these? Blimey. Very quiet here at the allotment. There has been some work. I can tell, like, people have put in beds. 1, 2, 3, 5 seems to be the popular. So maybe there are potatoes or sweet potatoes. There are definitely some plots. There's some over here that have not been touched. Yeah, that one, 1, 2, 3, all of those in that corner. They just don't seem to have been... I haven't been going into the city as much, obviously. So I've been at home a bit more, running a little bit more, which is, you know, a benefit. Every cloud has a silver lining. Possibly. Scary times though, eh? Scary times. I'd like to go back to normal, wouldn't you? This reminds me of 2011 and the earthquake, the tsunami, and the meltdown in Tokyo, and it was even more stressful because it was such a sudden change. Like in the morning was one life, and by the evening we were into a different life, and life changed completely in one day. And it's not quite the same here, is it? It's kind of taken a little time to happen, but it's happened all the same. We are, you know, before Corona and after Corona life. But it will go back because, you know, even after the earthquake, life changed so dramatically and so scarily. But slowly, slowly, things went back to normal. And, you know, dare I even say it, people slowly forgot those days. But anyway, I think it's time to go before I get too maudlin. You don't want to get too maudlin, you know. The allotment is a good antidote towards what's happening, because the plants keep growing, you know. For them, doesn't mean anything. Spring is here, they will grow, and yeah, the flowers are out, the blossom is out. So on that optimistic note, this is John at the Allotment saying thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you hopefully very soon. Okay, bye.